All right, so here's another repair. This one's going to be a little bit different because I'm just going to basically demonstrate to you this crazy controller. This is a Denon MC-4000 right here, okay? And that's the inside of it. And there's another side in the bottom here, which is covered by that towel. So first thing I'm going to show you is that these are a pain in the ass controllers to work on. But this controller, the DJ dropped it off and he wants it fixed no matter what price. Okay. These controllers are probably going for about $300, $400, maybe $500 used. He's spending well over $300 to get this fixed. Just to give you that heads up. This controller has been used on the beach. The DJ works on the beach, constantly on the beach, and it is damaged, not water damaged, but salt damaged. And I want to show you a whole bunch of things on this. First thing that I'm doing is I'm replacing all the tack buttons. So all these switches are all going to be replaced. This fader is going to be replaced. This fader is going to be replaced. That fader is going to be replaced. The pitch fader is going to be replaced. Probably all of these will be replaced. These two have already been replaced, which is your master and your auxiliary. All of these probably need to be replaced. The microphones need to be replaced. So basically everything that you touch will be replaced on this controller. The parts are hard to find. That's number one. So we have to retrofit new ones in there. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. First of all, let's look at the crossfader real quick. You see that there? All that white stuff? That's actually sand, but it's microscopic sand from the wind, not physical grit, but just powder from the wind that it just takes. These faders, you hear that? That's how bad it is. Okay, here's a new one. Okay, so I've replaced that one already, which is your pitch fader. Let me zoom out. That's your pitch fader. This is an original line number 2. Listen how this sounds. Okay, here's a new one. Nice and smooth. And I'm also going to put the little cover that goes on this. I don't have it in front of me right now, but trust me, there's a little cover that goes on here to protect it from getting more salt. So one of the things that I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song, and I'm going to put the fader on this side, and I want you to hear. Let's give it a little more volume. When this volume is all the way in the bottom, you still hear it. Now it stops. You hear it? And you can see the LEDs here. So that's a damaged fader, which will be replaced. The crossfader is going to be replaced, but this one I already replaced. So you can see how nice and smooth this one works. And when you move it left and right, you don't hear it. So this one's been replaced. These knobs have been replaced. These potentiometers are both replaced. This is your master and this is your auxiliary. But I want to show you one thing. Look at the rust on each of these potentiometers right there. And you notice it's always on the same pin. Look at that. That's because that's where the voltage is coming in. The 5 volts for all of these are coming in through that pin. So it attracts the voltage on that pin and it eats up that pin. This encoder that's here, the whole bottom part is full of rust. You can't see it through there, but trust me, it's full of rust on the bottom. Look at this one. That's got to be like the worst one right there. Look at that. Look how clearly you can see it there. And then look at the I mean, the rust is just unbelievable. The dirt. Let me see if I can see. I already wiped this a little bit. Look at the dirt right there on the board. Look at that. It's a fine powder This is what happens when you use a controller in wet atmosphere, in the beach. They don't last long. This is probably the last time I'm going to work on these Denons. They're a pain in the butt to work on. The parts are hard to find. I'm trying to source a lot of these. I already found the source for this one. I found the source for this. So these two I'm going to be selling online. So if you need parts for these, the faders and the pitch faders, I do have them tested and I know they work. So I will be putting that on my store. And these pots as well. So all of this is going to be changed. So yeah, that's to show you the repair, how difficult it is to repair, and the cost. And that's about it, guys. I hope you learned something. Leave a comment.